What is up, everyone? Unboxings and recent pickups. Today we have on the PlayStation 4 physical release Guilty Gear Xrd REV 2. Try to say that twice in a row. Guilty Gear Xrd REV 2. Xrd REV 2. This is an awesome fighting game. Let me tell you, some of the most beautiful anime graphics I've ever seen in a video game. This is such an underrated fighting game. With all the fighting games coming around, Street Fighter on the Switch, Injustice 2, Tekken 7, do not skip Guilty Gear. This is an absolute beautiful, gorgeous fighting game that I will be covering on the channel shortly following this unboxing. I'm going to be covering it during E3, believe it or not, with my E3 coverage. We are going to be going through the different modes, offline and online, and I'm going to be giving you guys full coverage of all the characters, all the roster of this gorgeous game by Arc System Works. I've been a huge fan of Guilty Gear since the early days, and this game is impressive, right down to the picture disc that it comes printed on. Gorgeous artwork. It actually has a manual, believe it or not. Kind of a rare thing these days. Not too much, but mostly black and white. But some nice artwork in there. All the moves, all the different modes. So it's nice to get a manual again, like we used to back in the day, right? So yeah, Guilty Gear. This is basically the same as the previous release, except for all the extra DLC. So as far as being caught up, if you didn't own any of the other ones, this basically would bring you right to speed. If you're buying this and this is your first Guilty Gear, or you didn't buy any previous DLC for the older games, this is pretty much the package. This will bring you right up to date, and you'll pretty much own everything for Guilty Gear. So again, join me on Twitch, twitch.tv /MurrayNJAWay. I will be streaming it. I actually was streaming some the other night, and I will be recording on-demand videos for my channel here of the coverage, both offline and online. And to stick something in here real quick, so I don't have to make a separate video because this is unboxings and recent pickups, I did pick up the movie, finally, on Blu-ray, It, Stephen King's It. One of my all-time favorite movies. I absolutely love this movie, and I didn't even own it on DVD. I had it on VHS, so I went right to Blu-ray, and it's been starting to get hard to find because the new movie's coming out, and there's trailer hype about the new movie, so everybody's like, oh, I want to see the original. So I was actually able to find this in my mall, my local mall, in a store called FYE, which is pretty much where I buy my music, my Pokemon cards, and everything, and they had it in the back there, last one left, and I was able to snag this from my Blu-ray collection. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of Stephen King, and especially It. This was a long movie, but let me tell you, this was a great horror movie. And if you haven't seen the original and you're thinking about seeing the new one when it's in the theater, go check out the original. It's always good to know your roots and to watch the OG, the original movies. So you definitely should pick this up. You can get it cheap. I mean, you could get the DVD for like a few bucks, but for a few dollars more, you could get the Blu-ray. I would just go, with the Blu-ray. If you have a Blu-ray player, you can even play right in your PlayStation. I actually wound up watching this with the PSVR in cinematic mode. So you want to talk about Pennywise scaring the shit out of you. That is my 2 unboxings for today. Hope you guys join me for Guilty Gear coverage on the channel and E3 coverage all week long. Take care, and I'll see you soon.